U.S. drone strike in Iraq has killed a high-ranking militia leader with connections to the attack on the U.S. base that killed 3 service members in Jordan.
Florida Congressman Mike Waltz joins us now. Congressman, good morning to you. What do you think about this strike and where we are in our fight against Iran?
Well, I'm glad to see the strike happen. I wish this strike had happened some time ago, somewhere in between the dozens and dozens of attacks on our forces. But again, it is still coming from a flawed approach from the administration that we can strike the militias in Iraq and not Iranian assets in Iraq. We are still not going after the IRGC operatives and commanders who resource these militias. They train them, they operate alongside with them, they guide them, they advise them. Those are the ones that we have to be taking down, including Soleimani's successor, Khani, is the leader of the Quds Force, the IRGC Quds Force. He is operating all over the Middle East, doing what Soleimani did and orchestrating all of these attacks. Those are the things, those are the operatives that Iran cares about, and that's what will restore deterrence. Taking out the expendable militias, Iran will trade them all day long for American casualties. I just don't think it's going to work.
To that point, Congressman, you focused on the who. I want to focus on the when. If we know who these people are, whether they're the individuals you're speaking about or the individuals we killed, why don't we go after them before they kill Americans?
Well, ostensibly, this commander was plotting even more attacks on the United States. But, yeah, that's my point. We should have done this a long time ago before they launched all of these attacks. But at the end of the day, guys, Iran doesn't care about these militias or even their senior commanders. Now, it may degrade their ability to attack us again for a while. But at the end of the day, in order to restore some semblance of deterrence, you have to go after things Iran cares about. And Iran cares about its intelligence operatives and its IRGC commanders, not these Iraqi militias or Yemeni militias or even the Hezbollah operatives that Israel is attacking. That's not what's going to stop Iran. And then secondarily, we passed a bill in the House of Representatives that would put secondary sanctions on the Chinese buyers, shippers, refineries that are buying Iranian oil. We have to dry up the cash, or ultimately they're going to continue not only to flood it towards these terrorist groups, they're sending weapons, missiles, drones into Russia as well. So we're fighting against ourselves on all fronts.
Well, Congressman, on that exact topic, we're just learning that Chinese President Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin had a phone call today. No details on what they spoke about have been released just yet. But this is another example of our enemies becoming closer and closer with each passing month. What's your reaction to that, this phone call that just took place?
Well, this is the No Limits partnership that we should be incredibly concerned about. If you'll remember when Xi went and met Putin personally, he stated, and I think this was for us and the whole world to hear, that this is Xi to Putin. This is a once-in-a-generation opportunity to turn the current world order led by Western democracies in the United States upside down. And I think they meant during this Biden administration. And it is no surprise that all of our adversaries are on the march. And if you just look at the Middle East, you have China buying Iranian oil. Iran is flush with cash. Iran floods that cash into its terrorist proxies, attacking us and Israel, and then is sending weapons right into support Russia. So we have to break that cycle and drive wedges between this axis of evil. And I just don't see a strategy from this administration to do that.
Congressman Mike Waltz, amazing insight. We've got to wake up because we have real threats, and it seems like we dance around the real issues. We got to solve them. Congressman, thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
And with that,
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.